Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Raijin today. Why am I playing some Raijin? Because, well, I actually just looked and I don't have a Raijin video out, which is kind of crazy because his character is very good and also very fun. So, I don't really know why I don't have a Raijin video out. Or maybe I just typed his name wrong or something, I don't know. But either way, this character is absolutely nuts. I have not played a single game with him yet, and I can already tell you guys that he's good, and hopefully I can prove it to you guys here, because Raijin's just one of those gods that for whatever reason, when he gets buffed, everyone thinks he's broken, and then when he gets nerfed, everyone stops playing him forever. But the truth is, he's just good regardless. Like, he's always good. Like, I swear he's always good. At least from a duel perspective, he does ridiculous damage, has insane cooldowns. Very, very good character. Even though he's been nerfed, he's insane, man. I don't really know what I should start on him though. Horn Shard, Vibrant Shard. We're just gonna go with the horniness cooldowns. You know, why not? Why not? And I don't know if I want the horrific or not. You know what, YOLO. We're doing it, man. But yeah, this character got nerfed a lot. I don't even remember what it all was. I think his 2 got nerfed a bunch. I think his passive got nerfed a bunch. Either way, we're running it, man. We're against Crude Buddy. Oh, we're against a Masters Wheelix, huh? Am I gonna die if I don't get my 3? He's gonna invade me, isn't he? He's not invading? Question mark? A reasonable duel player? Wow, that's absolutely insane, man. You never see this. We love to see it, though. He started his blue buff on a Wheelix. Interesting. He also has a blink, so we don't want to let him... Or we're going to poke him. Nice. Raijin is a little bit of a scaler, I will say that. I mean, he is a mage at the end of the day. Wait, did he start my blue buff? Oh my goodness, what if he did? Let's see. He did not start our blue buff, okay. He gonna try to blink on me or do some nonsense like that? I think we can survive the blink, but we need to be ready for it, is the thing. My lady. Is that what he just said, bro? My woman. My lady. Oh, by the way, I should apologize, and hopefully I don't do it this video. Hopefully I don't even need to pause. But, I mean, I don't know. It was no harm, no foul, because you guys can kind of just skip it yourselves, you know? But I still think I should say sorry, but it was pretty funny. I even pinned the comment. I don't know if you guys saw. But in yesterday's video, I literally told you guys about how I never leave the... Oh, wow, I got pretty lucky on the hitbox on the 2 there. But I told you guys how I never leave the pauses in the videos, like I skip them. You know, I edit it out or whatever, crop it out, whatever you want to call it. And then I left it in. I forgot to do it. And the reason why I forgot was because my initial plan was to get multiple recordings after that, and I was going to do it after. And then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to get multiple recordings. I'm just going to stream. And so, like, I had a little bit of a change of plans, and then I just forgot that I didn't go back and edit that out. So, my bad. Ah, dude, my back itches. What's up with that? Oh, I just got an itchy back now? When did that start? Okay. Oh! We're just gonna ult this guy, man. Why not? We can ult him, clear the wave a little bit, you know? Pop our cooldown shard. Plop, plop, plop. Plop. Raijin is that guy, ladies and gentlemen. He is that guy. Oh, but he's nerfed. Never mind, guys. You can't play him. He's nerfed, guys. Don't play him. Terrible character. Terrible character. Dude, I just love, like, his kit is just too good, man. Okay, I'm not going to pretend like he's quite literally always been good. Hi-Rez has neglected this character a few times. Oh my god, that scared me. But I would say most of the time, let me put it this way. He gets exaggerated, okay? People say that he's like a trash character, does no damage, you can't play him in certain metas, right? And I'm not going to pretend like he's always been great, but like he's never actually been trash. He has a really good kit. Like, he's got a lot of CC. He's got a lot of annoyingness to him, really, with his cooldowns, I would say. Where is she? Where is this Masters border Wheelix, this alpha male? And you guys might know that might notice that I have a little bit of extra energy today or whatever. I mean, I did just do some push-ups and whatnot, you know, get my grind on a little bit, but other than that, the reason for that is just because I like this character. You know, I actually just woke up recently. I don't know if you guys can tell with my voice or whatever, if it's different at all, but I actually just woke up, as per usual. I have not been awake for very long. I had breakfast, did some push-ups, that's about it. All right, we're ready for that. poke him out. But it's just because, like, I'm just confident. Like, this should tell you guys, like, I'm just confident in the Raijin pick, man. He's not, like, OP to where, like, he can just beat every top tier, you know what I mean? If you go against, like, a Bakasura, you're probably gonna get your buns beat, right? But, he is very annoying and very hard to beat at times. Maybe I should have just ulted her there, actually. That's lack of confidence, man. Where was my confidence that I was just talking about? I should have went crazy right there. Alright, we're gonna get this Rocky Poo, get our Bluey Poo, back for our Breastplatey Poo, and Chalicey Poo. I don't really know where all those poos came from, but they're here, I guess. Yeah! If she does blink on me here, I'm not really worried about my dash being down because I have my ults. I'm gonna put points into my 2 over my ult because it scales down in cooldown, right? Unless they changed it by a proximity ward here for extra slows. They did not change it. It goes down in cooldown. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so now we're at that point in the game where we're crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to do as much damage as I would love to because I have defense, he has defense. But I do have the cooldowns, man. And you'll see that this character's got expert level cooldowns. Expert level cooldowns. Especially if I pop my horn shard. That's when it gets really beautiful. You are beautiful. Maybe I shouldn't have went horrific because this character's already so slow centric, you know? Gives him more value out of wing blade or sprint. But I'll just be honest, I'm not really that worried about it. Kind of owning him a bit. Popping this. Proximity ward. Oh, I should have dashed in, man. Wait, no, I shouldn't have. I would have died. Okay. I think I should have just canceled my ult. He has blink. Wait, he didn't go for the blink. Interesting. I guess he just wants the wave. Like I said, I just don't do a ridiculous amount of damage because we both have defense, right? But on top of that, I should have canceled my ult because I'm not leveling it, right? I should have canceled my ult and threw my 2-1 sooner. I think my 1 was up by then. I don't really even remember at this point. Wait, did he stay? He did stay. No way he could have gotten to that rock in time without backing. So I can get his tower here probably, or kill him actually. Might blink. Nope. Horrific. Ugh. Nice. Killed him and we're getting the tower. You know, I am a little bit reluctant to make this video though because it's like, I mean, I'm gonna do it, right? You're watching the video right now. Oops, I did not mean to flag. Anyways, but like, I really don't want Raijin to be running around. I think this character is pretty brain dead and pretty OP, so I really don't want people to be playing him, but I don't know, man. I'm just a truth teller. What can I say? I let you guys know on the meta before it happens. Okay, maybe not every meta, obviously. I'm not a future teller, but if I do think something is good and it's not being played, I usually try to show you guys the best I can. By the way, what I will say is you can go tablet on this character, and it would be perfectly fine. However, I think you're doing yourself a disservice by doing that, personally, in my opinion. Also, you can go Bancrofts, which I might actually go Bancrofts in this build, to be honest. You don't have to, like, not go Bancrofts just because you went Book. Why not Ranked Joust? Recording. Wait, did he go to Bull Demon? Yeah, I already started hitting this. But yeah, you could go Bancrofts here. It'd be perfectly fine. I just like the Book because it synergizes with my breastplate and my Reaver that I really want to get. Reaver is incredibly good on this character. I figured you were doing something since you're not streaming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're recording for the tubers. What was I saying? Deadly distracted me like a jerk. How dare he? What I was saying, actually. Something about something, probably. Definitely something about something. Oh, I was saying that you can go Bancrofts, or you can go Bancrofts. But the reason why I like Book is because it synergizes well with Breastplate and Soul Reaver. But you can still go Bancrofts and Typhons and a Soul Reaver. It's still a perfectly fine build, and that's what I might do this game. We'll see. Like, the thing about Duel and Smite in general is you got options. I'm popping my med here. Pop my proximity ward. And we're ulting him. Fearing him, fearing him. Just kidding, he can't be feared. I knew that. Wow, the fact that I almost threw that kill. Wait, never mind. He can be feared, right? He just beads it, right? Is that what happened? Oh my god, dude. I'm so distracted right now. Because I know Awelix has a lot of immunities. I'm pretty sure she's root immune, knock-up immune, knockback immune, and maybe one other thing that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. But anyways, the point is she has some sort of immunities, and I thought that's what was happening right there. But it wasn't. I'm pretty sure that was just her beadsing. And I didn't really notice because, well, I wasn't paying that much attention. But on top of that, she kind of glows in her ult, so I just assumed that was her ult. But the fact that I won that was really good. My med came in clutch, even though like you probably should pop the med when you're lower HP, maybe like sub half HP because you get more healing out of it that way. But still, the med came in clutch, and something you got to keep in mind is I have a third item book. Let's be real, Book of Thought's a great item when it's stacked up and when we're late game. But at this stage of the game, it's not that good. If I had a Bancrofts right there, it would not have even been close. Also, if I weren't using my fear, because for those who don't know about Raijin, when you use the fear or the taunt, it does significantly less damage than just doing the damage version of it. So I would have probably just killed her before I even got low HP if I were using the correct one. But goes how it goes, as the kids say. But I just want to let that, show that, like, going this scaling build, like going a book, can hinder you. Like, I mean, granted, you just don't have to fight like that. You don't have to be as aggressive as I just was. But if you do enjoy having the option of being that aggressive, then maybe you don't want to go this build, right? But I am just a greedy person, and I do what I want, you know what I mean? She's ulting me. I'm using my damage version again. Or, well, for the first time, I should say. Okay, close fights, bro, but like the thing is I am kind of forcing them. Like, I don't have to play it this fast, and also if I wanted to play this aggro, like, I'm literally jumping in, and I bought a power pot. Like, I'm obviously playing super aggro. With Book of Thoth, like, if I had Bancrofts, I'd be doing so much better. But the thing about Book of Thoth is one thing I will say that's super redeeming about it is if I lost those fights, it'd be mostly okay. Is he gonna blink on me? It would be mostly okay that I lost the fight for the simple fact that I'm still scaling really well into the late game, right? I still have a chance to come back into the late game. I think he wants to blink on me, not really sure. Popping my med. And we're out of there. Raijin's that guy, ladies and gentlemen. Raijin is that guy. And we're gonna ult the Titan. Why not? Pop, pop, pop. Do we want to give him one more fight, man? Is that the nice thing to do? Alright, one more fight, unless these minions clear. If these minions clear, that's not my problem, bro. One more fight. I'm gonna dash in. We're gonna fight it out like men, okay? One more fight. Oh wait, I want a proximity ward though. Proximity ward. But now I should do a lot more damage because I have pen from the Typhons. And some people may say, why would you go Typhons when you don't really have any other lifesteal? Well, because I don't have any pen either. So like Typhon scales off of pen, or off of lifesteal, I should say. And I don't really have lifesteal, so that's not very synergetic of me. But I am building into more lifesteal, and on top of that, I don't have any pens, so it's just like, I have plenty of power with my book. I need more pens, so we're just gonna go the Typhons first. It's more important. Some people like read too much into synergizing their passives and stuff, myself included at times, right? But by the way, just in case you guys are wondering, this would have been last item Soul Reaver. This is a Bancrofts into a last item Soul Reaver. We're gonna pick up this here red buff, and then we're gonna jump into him, and we're gonna kill him. That is what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have any relics right now, though. That's not really great. I mean, I could technically... Oh, dude, I turned around, man. Whatever. I knew he was gonna go on me there. So that's why I turned around. Alright, we're missing. I don't want to jump in quite yet. Horrific him. And you're a dead guy. It's over for you. We're level 20. GG. Pop in the med for big heals. All right, GG. I don't think this was good enough for one video or one game for the video. Yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna skip you guys into another. I'll probably just play Raijin like 2 or 3 times, because that for one shows you guys multiple players, multiple matchups, shows you guys how strong Raijin is. And also, maybe I'm overestimating him a little bit, you know? Maybe I'm a stupid, dumb idiot, and I'm going to go against a pro player, and he's going to beat my buns in, and you guys will see that I'm a stupid, fat liar, that, better gamer alert, and you guys will see that I'm a liar, and Raijin sucks. Just kidding. Raijin doesn't suck, but I'm going to skip you guys into the next game. Thank you so much for watching. Alright guys, we're on to the second game. I mean, it's technically my third game. I actually played one without you guys, and we won, and, it was so annoying, dude. It was so annoying. I went against Destroyer. Whatever, long story short, the point is he was lagging everywhere, teleporting across the map the entire time. I was getting really irritated with it because I couldn't even hit him with my 2. I don't know, it was so stupid. He was on a Smurf account and everything too, and he was just clinging onto a game that's like, I don't know, I don't want to get too much into it, to be honest, because I know people will just make fun of me in the comments about, you know, you shouldn't expect anything different, whatever, man. You shouldn't be annoyed about a game, but like, let's just say it was super annoying. I was basically playing against a speed hacker, okay? He wasn't speed hacking. He just lives in Peru, and he had another game open and whatnot, and he was just literally lagging everywhere. Like, it was horrible. And it was like just a game that was way longer than it needed to be. Like, it was one of those, basically, he's messaging me, telling me how sorry he is and how he can't win. Don't worry, he can't win because he's lagging so hard. And I'm just sitting here thinking, you're on your Smurf account, you asked me if I'm recording, and you're telling me that you can't win, but you're like clinging onto this game, making it like a 25-minute game, turtling under your tower on your Smurf. Like, I don't know. It was annoying. Whatever. It wasn't good enough for a recording. Ticked me off a little bit, and also it was just not very competitive at all. It was basically just him teleporting around the map the entire time. So we move on. We jump into this one. I just want you guys to know, like, if my energy has changed a little bit, it's because I just played 20 minutes of annoyingness. It was really brutal. What is happening here, man? No way you just committed that hard to this buff and didn't even get out. That is insane. Okay, and like I did last game, I should mention that I'm using a different skin this game to make it a little bit easier for you guys to tell that it is a new game. I know a couple of people appreciate that. You know, I don't do that as much as I probably should, but I thought of it today, so we're running it today. Why not? That was a bit of an interesting start, to say the least. I don't know what the heck that was. He didn't have his 3, he put 2 points in his 2, which is actually what I do too, but it's more of like, why would you take that fight, especially after I got red buff? And you're losing, like you're losing HP. Why would you take that fight when you don't even have your 3? I don't think it would have helped him that much because I did have horrific on him. But regardless, just an interesting fight to take, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say here. I ended up fearing him there because I was scared that his 2 was going to come back up. I wasn't actually sure if he just 2'd me or not. Regardless, we're going to back. We are going to back. Also, another thing that maybe I didn't put in the thumbnail or the title, or maybe I still won't put in the thumbnail or title, but maybe I'll just show it to you guys at the end. But I did it last game, and it kind of reminded me of how OP it was, because it's been done to me before in the past, and it actually is broken. And again, like, as per usual, unless I, like, forget, I will show you guys at the end all of the different types of builds you can go. But basically what I was going to say is, you know, some people consider it scummy, some people consider it not scummy, whatever your opinion is, I'm gonna say it. Double defense Raijin is actually broken. Like, it is actually OP because he has so many cooldowns that essentially all he needs to do is have enough time to use them and not get bursted. So like when you're against an auto attack character, you can go Midgardian, like 5th or 6th item, and you're just unkillable and you do 1,000,000 damage. If you're against double magical, or not double magical, if you're against the magical character, you can go like your Genjis early, and then late game you can get like a mantle if you really wanted to get your cooldown that way. But more accurately, you can get like a pestilence or maybe even a talisman, something of that nature, right? And it's actually just, it's really, really OP. I don't like to do stuff like that often unless I feel like I need to. Like, if I feel like I need to do it to win, I'll do it. No cares in the world about that. Okay, that guy's kind of just letting us beat on him. I don't know. Big team rush moment, I suppose. We're gonna back up here, buy ourselves a tier 2 breastplate and a chalice. I feel like we're getting back into the groove of things. I'm getting my energy back, you know. I'm feeling myself again. Like, dude, that game was just so annoying. It also wasn't just about the game. It's also just like the fact that I considered Destroyer to be, I don't want to say like a friend, because we don't like talk closely that much or anything, but he's been a viewer of mine and a positive member of my community, I suppose, for years now. And so I guess I just kind of assumed that if he really thought he couldn't win that game and he really thought he was wasting my time and ruining my recording, I guess I just thought he would surrender for me, because again, he was on a Smurf account, right? And he would stop, you know, annoying the crap out of me. But at the end of the day, it's not really like his job to surrender games for me, right? You know, it's not the world's job to conform around me, and I understand that. I'm just saying, you know, and you expect somebody to, when you think somebody's like a buddy of yours, you expect them to want to help you out a little bit, but it's okay, it's okay. We move on. Again, I don't expect the world to conform around me, right? So it's more of a I was hoping that he would, you know? I was hoping, that's all. And then this game, I don't even know what to say about this one. This is just a nemesis who thinks he can fight me early game, which, to be fair, if he didn't like throw the red buff the way he did, and if he didn't play the way he did, he does have a chance to fight me. Like, Nemesis can fight Raijin early, give or take. Ugh. I don't know if that hit him or not. My 2, that is. But we did horrific him. I'm surprised he backed off, to be honest, because we were probably similar speed unless I hit him with my 2. I don't know if I did or not. Like, it says it's right there, but like, some of that stuff's from the previous fight, so I don't know. I don't know. What do we want to go here? I mean, we're kind of just snowballing, right? So no, I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm going to go... I actually went Bancroft's third item, or yeah, I think it was Bancroft's third item versus the Medusa. Just so you guys know, I do... Let me space that out. Do that sometimes. So it is a viable strategy. I just really like the book, man. Infinite mana is super cool, and scaling and stuff like that is super cool. I feel like I was gonna say something about stacking breastplates too, but like honestly, like unless it's a really good contagion game, like where you need anti-heal and they have a lot of ways to like maybe like a Hercules or something, and even he is kind of questionable to go contagion into because you're stacking his passive with it. But you know, whatever. The point is I was gonna say you can go double defense, but Raijin's not really like a great character with that. Usually you want I mean, he is with Spectral, I guess. What I was gonna say is like these breastplates here. Contagion's kind of questionable. You go Breastplate of Regrowth, that's a great item if you can proc it, but Raijin can't really proc it. So the only other one that like scales with Book would be Spectral, and Spectral's very good, by the way. Attacking or going Breastplate Spectral with Book of Thoth is very good if they have crit, of course, but they don't always go crit. So it's an option for sure, but not something you're going to be doing every single game. In fact, you're not even going to be doing it in most games, I would say. And even then, like I do wonder. If they have like a single crit item, like they just got like one Demon Blade, it might just be better to go Midgardian. Like if you plan on going double defense, you go Midgardian, than to go, wait, how much gold do I need for this? Yeah, I'll probably stay for the right. No, wait. One really good thing about this matchup, actually, is that I can actually stop his shield with my 3. Oh, dude, that was a close fight. Like, that was super close, actually. I kind of fought into her without a lead, and like what I mean by without a lead is I had 1 level lead, but I didn't have an item lead because I didn't get my back off, right? And I'm going for like a... not an expensive item, but not a cheap item either, right? So if you look at the build, we both have 2 items, we both have defense, and we both have a tier 1 of the next item, right? And I didn't even have my second relic advantage or anything like that. So I pretty much fought her in like an even situation, give or take. Which was definitely questionable, but hey man, worked out in the end, no problem. go into this, and I think I'm gonna get a sprint this game. Although, maybe there is a possibility that Meditation Raijin is simply just the play in every single situation. Very possible. The only thing I will say is, like, you know, if they build anti-heal, it's a little bit, like, you don't get the healing, right? And you want to go lifesteal, so that's going to make him go anti-heal. But at the same time, you don't need to go lifesteal. Like, I kind of want to try out different builds for you guys in this video, so I can kind of prove my point that there's just so many different ways to play him. Like, you can go tablet, you can go lifesteal, no lifesteal, you can go double defense, no double defense. Like, you just got options, man. And if I'm being frank with you guys, it is possible that the double defense, no lifesteal strat is just better. And you can go double defense with lifesteal too, by the way. I'm just saying, like, then you probably wouldn't have a Reaver, or you wouldn't have a book, or I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, Raijin has many options. There's a lot of, and usually when a character has this many options, it kind of proves my point that he's good, you know? Like, a lot of characters only have one thing to build, and that one thing that they do isn't very good, right? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, every character has multiple paths, but that doesn't mean they're all efficient, doesn't mean they're all good, right? Raijin can do just about whatever he wants, and it works out just fine. These are pretty close fights, you know, like I said in the first one, if I had Bancrofts, it wouldn't be this close, but like I said, I'm greedy, man. Also, there is an argument to be made that there's, when you get the Book of Thoth online, you're like, you know, lowering your tempo a bit, and like you're making yourself weaker, so just don't take fights anymore, just take a break for a little bit until you're almost stacked up, you know? That's a very good argument. I like to live my life the way I live my life, you know? Like, I like to build the late game build and then fight early, and sometimes it bites me in the butt, you know? But we just do it anyways because we're stupid / a savage. Whichever way you want to look at it, you know? A stupid savage. I'm gonna take a drink into my water here. Bizarre merch. Wait, what's the Bizarre merch? Oh, it's just buys our merch. We should be very strong right now because we have pen now, we have a power potion, and we just picked up this red buff, so the fights should be not close. I'm just gonna pounce him back because my two cooldown's about to come back up, and I ended up missing it, but it doesn't matter. We do 1,000,000 damage now. Like I said, don't get me wrong, we're snowballing really hard. Like, let's be real, we're 6-0 right now, but still, with that being said, this Book of Thoth only delays you for so long, because of course you're going to get stacked, and, you know, that's the most obvious one, but once you start getting other items online, you know, like once you start getting your pen, because you could go pen third and get online a lot faster, or even just go a better power option like Bancroft's third, and it would be just fine, right? I'll quickly show you guys, just real quick before I skip you into the next game, I'll show you guys my last game. You see, I actually went to Bancroft's, which I didn't mean to buy this glyph, by the way, because he has green XC. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did go Bancroft's third, and I went the double defense build, as you can see, and it felt really strong. The only thing about this is you don't have anti-heal, so that's when you question the lifesteal potentially, blah blah blah. I'll go into that more in depth at the end of the video. Once again, like I said, you got so many options on this character, man. The world is whatever, the world is your oyster, or whatever that saying is. I don't know, but I'll skip you guys into the next game. Thank you so much for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the third game. Well, I guess my fourth game, but your guys' third game. Oh wait, I think I played against this guy before. I remember his name from something. I think he's decent. I don't remember him being bad or anything, but he is playing Guan, so interesting situation for him to say the least. I can interrupt his thingamabobber, so I think I am going to start my 3, regardless of whether we actually fight or not, because having your 3 at the beginning of the game for buff clear isn't that bad. I'd rather just have 2 points in the 1, of course. I'd rather have 2 points in the 1 pretty much every single game all the time, if we're being honest, but let's try something different this game, man. Let's go Meditation Start, even though it's pretty bad, if I'm being honest. But if you upgrade it early, it's not so bad. It's okay, it's decent. And I want to kind of like use Med and Horn Shard at the same time, optimally, like if I could do that. Like if I don't need a second relic and I can keep the Horn Shard for a while, probably until like level 16 or something max. Or just, you know, do it before I even hit 12, you know. Trying something a little bit different. I think I'll build a little bit different this game as well, because we are against a Guan Unicorn Breath. So I think, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe I'll just go the lifesteal build for you guys and show you that, because I keep showing you guys this Book of Thought thing and then basically telling you it's terrible. I mean, I'm not actually saying it's not terrible, but it does definitely slow down your mid game a bit. And I'm just the kind of person who plays for the mid game, I guess, the early and mid game. So it's like a little bit counterintuitive the way I build sometimes. It's just the way I like it, you know? And it's not what I do all the time. Sometimes I switch it up, you know? But that's exactly why I'm doing this, actually. It's because I want to show you guys that it's okay to switch it up, man. It's okay to have multiple styles. It's okay to have multiple builds. You don't have to build the same thing every game, and you don't have to follow your favorite content creators' orders or whatever, you know? Just because Rexy builds Uller one way doesn't mean you gotta build him that way, you know? Do whatever you want at the end of the day. Where is this guy? Is he invading me, or is he just doing the Smalley boy camp? Like, he was thinking about invading me. Or maybe he just killed the Smalls that quickly, actually. I don't know. I think he blinked on the first wave. I think that's down. Great news for us. We chose another skin, by the way, for you guys. You're welcome. This actually used to be my favorite Raijin skin. I still like it, but I wouldn't call it my favorite anymore. I just thought it was simplistic and nice. I like the more simplistic type of skins and stuff like that. Alright, so he is level 5. I think we're fine though, no problem. Bring your ride back. I mainly just wanted to be able to afford my first item before I backed. Guan Yu's one of those characters, by the way, and I'm not just saying this to make it, you know, seem like a more competitive game. I'm just being honest, you know, like I played Guan Yu quite a few times in Duel, and Guan Yu's one of those characters that isn't amazing. He's not amazing, but like, I feel like people just think he's terrible, like actually almost to the point where he's unplayable. And that just could not be further from the truth. Like, Guan Yu does a lot of damage. He has a lot of potential with auto attack cancels, especially. Like, Guan Yu is actually kind of sick. No, he's not a character you know, you probably shouldn't be picking him if you want to win, and you don't need to ban him. But he has potential, man. He's definitely like a mid-tier character for sure. I don't know if 3ing will make me lose the scepter or not. Okay, he didn't even like try to juke my ult or anything. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it would have been pretty difficult to juke it, but you would have thought he would have tried by like turning to the right or something. I don't know, man. Duel players are just freaks, and I mean that in the best way possible. I'm a freak too. I'm a freak. I feel like sometimes people don't understand when I say that. Like when I say like duel players are weird and stuff like that. Like, I'm including myself, guys. Okay, I do weird things. Like, I'm not saying every single negative thing I've ever said about duel players applies to me, but a lot of it does. You know, I'm just like wait. This guy dying? Question mark. Oh, you're so dead, bro. Dude, Raijin is actually so sick early game. You could go Bancrofts for maybe a better early game, because, you know, it gives you so much power and healing, but, like, I just think on mages like Raijin and Vulcan and stuff like that, I just think Chronos Pendant's just better. It gives you more mana sustain, and also gives you a ton of cooldowns, which I would argue the cooldowns is better than the power in the early game. Very, very, very strong. It just like, even right now, I could go into Bancroft's second item, but defense is just so broken in this game. It's actually broken, because also another thing about it is, like, I'm gonna run out of mana, right? And Bancroft's does have a little bit of mana, but it's not as much mana / MP5 as Breastplate. I'm actually just waiting for the minions to walk into the tower. Although it is kind of awkward because my ability isn't up just yet. As you can see, we kind of just do whatever we want, you know? We make the rules around here, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for him to dash, hit him with the 2. Yeah, one of the things that's so nice about Raijin is his 2 hitbox Like, if you just look at the two, it doesn't look like the easiest ability to land. And according to its circle, it's not. It's really not the easiest ability to land, but it's very forgiving. And what I mean by forgiving is, like, sometimes it lands when, like, oops, as I was saying, it's a really hard ability to land. But sometimes it hits when, like, maybe it shouldn't, you know? It kind of, like, attaches to the target a little bit, like an Afro kiss. So we're going to go straight into the bank crawl, snowball real hard, baby. And honestly, this is what I would recommend for you guys, by the way. Like, if you're, you know, less experienced duel players that are still trying to learn and still trying to rank up, I would probably not recommend Book of Thoth. And that's why I hope that, like, I shouldn't have done this video in the format that I did it in. Like, I should have shown you guys the quote-unquote safer and better builds at the beginning of the video. Because that, you know, people click off the video and don't watch the whole thing right, but... which sucks. But at the same time, some people skip to the end. And, like, I will talk about the build at the end. So you got that going for you. And also, you got the fact that, like... oh, I should have picked up that blue buff. You also got the fact that, I mean, if you're not willing to watch the whole video, I mean, don't get me wrong, I know my videos are long, right? But if you're not able to at least skip to the end or skip through it and hear me out in different games and stuff, or at least, like, see my builds at the very least, if you're not willing to do that, then you know what? You don't deserve to learn this information. How about that? We canceled his Talu assault. He F6'd, man. Okay, well, I guess we're going on into the next game. I guess that's that, huh? See you guys in the next game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, guys, we're off into the 4th game or the 5th game or whatever it is at this point, and we're against the Susano, man. What is up with these mid-tier picks that I'm going against today? People aren't picking, like, the best of gods. To be fair, though, I am banning a lot of the, like, really good characters. Obviously, as you should. And on top of that, you know, they have, like, the extra 32 bans that Hi-Rez added, right? So it's like, you know, there's not that many great options open, I guess. That's, like, the main thing. But still, I don't know. I guess I just expected to see more hunters, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Although Susano is definitely a character that can beat a lot of mages, especially ones that rely on mobility like jumps, because he can follow you, right? I want that. Wait, I'll just try to do what I was doing last game. It's a lot more risky against the Susano. Like, I would love to have, like, a Beads or an Aegis versus a Susano. But I kind of just want to do what I was telling you guys I was going to do last game, right? And I didn't really get a chance to do that because he kind of just surrendered. Oh my god, look at my little drums, dude. They look so cute. They're sleeping. I think they're sleeping. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Susano is a character that actually can punish mages. And I think a lot of you guys may or may not have had that experience before. Probably believe me. Am I being invaded? Thoughts? Doesn't appear so. I'm surprised these people aren't going for red. Like, I'm not surprised that they're, like, not invading me or whatever, because, like, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people consider that to be kind of weird. But I am surprised they're not contesting the red, because, like, contesting the red isn't the same thing as invading it. Invading it would be like, you know, sneaking around the backside corner, waiting for you to start it, and then ambushing you, right? That's what I would consider to be invading. Checking to see if he was coming around the corner. Simply just showing up to lane and fighting over it is not invading. At the end of the day, it is neutral farm, right? But it's just I just find it interesting when people try to loop around and sneak around the corner, right? But this guy does not seem to want to fight, which is weird because he has heavy mace. Heavy mace is like a super early game start. It gives you 30 power right out the gate, makes you do a lot of damage. So very interesting. I guess he just wanted the blue buff because that start doesn't start with much mana. You actually have like no mana with that start. You get like 1 HP pot with it usually. And that's about it. He's backing because he can probably finish his Jotuns. He's going to miss some farm there. I think he did this earlier. He did not. Alright, we're going to back up. Alright, looks like he bought some more. I don't know if he had that before or not. Looks like he bought some more HP pots and he got himself a... You know, we're going to get a proximity ward. Why not? I love this thing, man. I don't always use it, you know, but sometimes it just comes in clutch. Super good. Alright, so he rushed 20% cooldown just like I did. He's going to do a lot of damage at this stage of the game. I should be a little bit scared of him, to be honest. I can still outpoke him. I could still fight, but he definitely wins the all-in. He definitely has more burst damage than I do. That's not even a question in my mind. So we got to play this a little bit smart. I think he's waiting right where I was. Nope, he's not. He's right there. I don't know if fighting over this is such a great idea for me. Like I said, he definitely wins. I'm just looking to clear and get out of here, man. I gotta get a health chalice because of his poke is too good. Alright, we got ourselves a health chalice. Now, if I didn't have a proximity ward / a health chalice, I actually could have had tier 1 defense by now. And 20 pro is nothing to slouch on. Tier 1 defense is good. But I usually just try to go the consumable route. I don't always get like the proximity ward this early, but I do prioritize health chalice over defense usually. I think it's more valuable. Because, like, think about it. Health chalice has the potential to give you 750 healing. 750 extra health is always going to be better than 20 protections. Well, I shouldn't say always, actually, because what if you get instantly killed and you don't really get the value out of your health chalice because you didn't get to heal? Then it's not better. But that's a player issue, not a build issue, right? So I could ult here, but I don't think I'll end up killing him. He has tier 1 defense and everything, man. And I just don't do that much damage, you know, especially my ult. Raijin's big damage is just spamming CDs. His ult is like just something you do in between CDs / use it for CC MUD, use it for CC, you know, stuff like that, right? Not so quick, buddy. Alright, we're gonna back, not be too greedy, because there is a rock spawning and there is chesters somewhere to go get, and I really, really want to go get those, but I don't know. I was like a little bit, you know, I was like half mana, and also I can back for a tier 2 defense item, and tier 2 defense item is actually very strong, so not going to be too greedy. He's probably going to get the rock or the chesters, one or the other. It looks like he's got neither, actually. I seriously doubt he went all the way over there to the left to get the chesters, because that is where they spawned, based on the fact that they didn't spawn the other locations. Gonna pop my health chalice here. Looks like he's going for... He's either trying to bait me into feeling like I'm safe walking up here, or he's going for the chesters. I would assume he's trying to bait me. While we're turning around here to see. Looks like he went for the chesters. Very safe player. Very, very safe player. I don't mind, because we've gotten a lot of enters in this video so far. Gotten a couple people that just love to die. They love it. Actually, it's been so long, I don't even remember how the first game went, actually. I remember the last two that I showed you guys, but I don't even remember what the first game was, man. Well, I don't even know what the matchup was, actually. Yeah, I'm like thinking real hard. I don't remember, dude. Well, either way, we have defense finished. We have a ton of cooldown. He has Genji's finished, and he's got the health chalice. We're pretty much in the same spot, but I'm feeling comfortable. He actually never got these chesters, man. Alright, we're going to wait right here because I think he's going to come around the corner. And he did. No surprise there. We got to keep in mind he can follow us with his 3. He can follow our 3. Dang. I hit him with 2 damage ones and 2 taunts. Just trying to look for something, but I think what I'm looking for just simply is not there, because we both have defense, right? I do want to pressure him out because I want to be able to grab this this rock. It spawns in 5 seconds, so you know when it's going to spawn because it's on the map, but more specifically, if you have it on your character, then you can see exactly when it spawns. Like the second it disappears from your character, it spawns like 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds after that, something of that nature. I don't know. Something like that. And this rock actually gives you a lot of pressure, man. It does a lot of damage, so... Is he baiting? Is he going to come around? He doesn't usually make this play, so I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Again, we're not leveling the ult. I think the 2 is just better. More consistent damage. Just literally better in almost every single way, to be honest. Like, actually every single way. To just level the 2 over the ult. Woohoo! Wait, that sounds like the Kepri one. Alright, so we are going to do what I said we were going to do with this. Yeah, I don't think we're going to upgrade our med. I wanted to get the upgraded med early, but at the same time, I think we should wait until we have at least a little bit of damage. So I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get Bancrofts and or Typhons, depending on how I feel. I'm going to get one of those first, and then I'll upgrade the med, I think. So we're pretty close, but I am going to just accept the L on the relic here, and I'm not going to get a second relic, because Horn Shard in itself is actually pretty darn good for Raijin, you know, the CD spammer. And also we're going med, right? So it's just even more CDs. So, but like I said, not going beads or Aegis, or at least like an Aegis versus Susano can be very risky. He does do a lot of damage. Yeah, we do pretty good damage actually. I mean, we do have a red buff, but when we get Bancrofts plus, I don't know, Bancrofts is probably better than Typhons if he gets me low HP. But if he doesn't get me low, like he's not really fighting. And if he doesn't get me low, then maybe the Typhons is better. I can't even afford Typhons plus meditation though, so I guess that made up our decision. Oh wait, what's the spam laugh like? Yeah, I kind of like this skin actually. I mean, as you guys can... Oh. There we go. As you guys can see, I missed a lot of stuff. I mean, it's a little bit hard to not miss when people are like actively running away / juking / using mobility. And he definitely killed himself there at the end. I don't know why he came back in. I mean, I know why. He was trying to pull me into the tower, or into the Phoenix. But obviously that didn't work out the way he wanted it to, and he thought he could get a kill. But I just have so many CDs, man. I missed like half my kit there, and we still kill him. And he has defense, and I have no pen. And I wasn't even that far ahead. I mean, okay, I was ahead because I'm out farming him, but I didn't have any kills, is what I'm trying to say. So as you guys can see, the Meditation Horn Shard Raijin, or should I just say full cooldown Raijin in general, I suppose, with any sort of help, just does so much, man. It's so strong in the mid-game. Early mid-game, whatever you want to consider this. I consider third item to be mid-game. I mean, you are in the middle of your build. And you're actually more than in the middle of your levels at this time as well, right? I could invade his blue, but I don't know. I'm just content with giving him his blue the whole game and getting my red, actually. Alright. Gotta hit him and clear the wave at the same time. Feeling good, looking good, feeling good. Oh, I did not mean to put that ward down. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I'll remember you. YOLO. Oh no. Dude, not only did I mess up the engage, but the whole point of the engage was to proc my 2 on him, and the 2 actually wore off, because I think it only lasts like 4 seconds now. Let's see. Am I just stupid? Like, can I just not see it? Am I not? Oh, mark the rate. It's in the bottom. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Anyways, it lasts for, yeah, 4 seconds. It used to last for like 6, okay, guys, in my defense. The last time I really spammed Raijin, it lasted for 6 seconds, so I expected it to last longer, but no big deal. It's not like we lose the game off of that or anything. If we lost the game off of one simple throw in the mid-game, Raijin wouldn't be nearly as good as I'm trying to make him sound like he is, right? We're fine. Was a little bit embarrassing, but oh well. Goes how it goes. Won't be the, or isn't the first mistake I've ever made, and it won't be the last. We're gonna back up here by our Typhons, and we're gonna get ourselves another proximity ward, even though we seem to just be wasting these bad boys, but whatever. Whatever. Take a drink out of my water. We're actually at a really good spot, I think. I mean, he does have anti-heal, which kind of sucks, but we're at a really good spot in our build, like where we should have a ton of damage, and we have both of our relics up, right? So. Okay, dude, he's kind of hard to hit, I'll be honest. Between the fact that he's like very mobile, juking me, and the fact that he CCs me. Oh.
This thing works wonders. It's not my time. I can't be stored away yet.
Proximity ward. Save me.
Not so quick, buddy.
Oh my goodness. To be fair, I played that. Oh. Dang, man, he's playing it well. All right, I gotta start playing smarter. I definitely gotta start playing smarter. To be fair, though, that's not Raijin's problem. I mean, it is like a Mage into Susano sort of issue, but I definitely don't have to lose those fights. Like, I'm playing it very poorly. I'm underestimating him because, let's be real, guys, he's kind of just been AFK this entire game, not really fighting me, just been running away, which I don't blame him. I mean, he's just farming to the point of the game that he thinks he can win in, right? No problem there, but my point is you gotta cut me some slack, okay? Like, for underestimating him, I suppose. But we are at the stage now where we're both level 18. We have like the same gold pretty much, and he just picked up the red buff, so I gotta start taking him seriously. Susano is a mage slayer of sorts, right? So gotta put some more respect on it, gotta start playing better. And with that being said, maybe I should go Aegis or beads. Yeah, we're gonna go with the beads, so that way he can't cancel my one or slash knock me up if I don't ult in time or whatever, or if I'm in my one animation and don't want to ult at that time, right? A lot of reasons for wanting to go beads. Beads also gives us a cooldown reset that we can use. Very good for us. Classic Susano players, man. He made me feel safe. He made me feel like I was gonna win with ease, and then he betrayed me. And it's very easy for him to pull me out of my 3. This is actually not a bad matchup for Susano. The one thing I will say, though, that does suck for him is I think if I go double defense, his little win con situation becomes a lot worse, right? He took some poke back. He did win that trade, but it's kind of expected for him to win that trade, to be honest, considering the fact that he does have a red buff, right? So we just got to play around him TPing onto me like that better. He also has a blink. We have to keep that in mind. Okay, dude. Now this is really annoying. If he TP'd into my tower there, I would have been perfectly fine. Which he didn't even get his 3 on me there, because I think he 3'd in, right? I'm pretty sure. Thinking maybe we should skip this Rod the Hootie, man, and just go double defense. Because this is one of those matchups, like, you know, it's Susano, right? Versus a Mage. This is one of those matchups, and I don't have Aegis, where I think I do need to get the double defense to win. Alright, we back here. Hopefully he lets us. I can use this for my drum solo. Yeah, he can kill me pretty easily, actually. I need to take him a lot more seriously than I am.
Magical little toy. Not so quick, buddy.
I'm glad we had this game, though. As annoying as it is, it's this is a good video. This is a good game. Bro, he just smelted that thing, man. I mean, I guess he is like full build, huh? I suppose it makes sense, slightly. We ended up going the route to Hoodie here, by the way, because I just didn't think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I just didn't think the Soul Reaver was going to do enough versus him. Like, I need, like, bigger burst damage, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say here. What defensive item do we want, man? I think just a Mantle of Discord could go pretty hard, like the proc. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get creative here, man. We're gonna get techie, and we're gonna go Mantle of Discord. Magi's could be decent too, but I think I need like a lot of defense, man. He's gonna have 40% pen, so I gotta keep that in mind. He has 40% pen and a red buff right now. Alright, we need to just AFK under our tower like a good boy. Like we were always meant to do. He has that red buff, man. Alright, so we're pushing the wave up because I know for a fact he's going for Bull Demon, right? So we can at least push some minions into his tower and get the rock as well. Both very valuable things. We're going to back here so we can heal the tower up a bit. And we're going to go get Mantle of Discord. I mean, well, we can't get Mantle yet because we're too broke, but my 500 pot was kind of a mistake, to be honest. I thought I could like turn this game around a bit, but he started playing really well, so definitely a mistake. We don't want to die for this tower. Him getting the tower is really not that big of a deal. In fact, he's putting himself out of combat right now just so he can blink on me. We don't want to let him kill us. Us dying is way bigger of a deal than him getting that tower. Like as far as I'm concerned, that tower is already dead, to be honest. As far as I'm concerned. This is a bit of a rough matchup. Like, don't get me wrong, Susano is kind of a mid-tier character. But, like I keep saying, you know, like I'm like a broken record at this point. Susano's good into mages, man. Especially mages like Raijin who have slow animations on like the 3 and on the 1. Like he has a lot of CC, very quick CC, right? I think we can fight him right now as long as he doesn't have the red buff, but could be wrong, man. I mean, he does have 40% pen and a red pot, so. Bro. Why does he do 5 billion damage, man? That character might be OP, guys. Susano's the best guy. Dude, imagine if he had a red buff, dude. That'd actually be terrible for me. Imagine if he had a red buff. I guess I won't have to imagine it for long. He's kind of going for it. Right now, as we speak, huh? Dude. This is so scary. I'm surprised he didn't want this thingy. Slash, like, stay to get it, you know? Oh well. We're gonna try our best to do what everyone always does in these types of situations. We're gonna get this rod, by the way, because it does reduce our cooldowns even more, which could be really impactful. And one thing we do have going for us is we can AFK under our base, you know? That's what everyone does when you're countered. When you're in a rough matchup, just AFK, man. Just wait and hope for the best. Dude, buying all these glyphs, I don't even know if they're all worth it. Like, the breastplate one is really the one that I'm questioning whether it's even worth building. Alright, he got my 3 down. The thing is he doesn't have beads, so I want to try to use that to our advantage, because he can't cleanse my mantle proc and he can't cleanse our ult, right? So the reason why I think not going the glyphs or going the glyphs might not be worth it, by the way, is because I'm delaying a 3k paw, I'm delaying my 500 paw, I'm delaying. He can't TP into the Phoenix, like he doesn't have beads, so I'll CC chain him if he comes into the Phoenix. That's the thing. No way. Okay, he dies. I was like, no way he lives from that, man. I kind of messed up my engage. Also, I got a little bit baited by Shell. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot he even has Shell because people don't build that anymore these days. It's kind of like a forgotten relic because the upgrade to it is now Phantom Shell, and you don't really care about that. Also, I didn't beads, man. I think I could have beads to CC. I think he pulled me, and that's what initially stopped my thing. Plus, my camera angle was on the... Oh, this is a rough freaking matchup, man. This is not fun. This is not good. I'm also not used to playing on the back foot like this, to be honest. Like, I'm not used to this AFK under tower and hope they make a mistake playstyle. It's not really my thing, so... Kind of hard to get used to, is what I'm trying to say. I'm a little bit rusty in this play terrified situation, to say the least. I don't want him to get the red buff, but at the same time, doesn't he just annihilate me? Alright. We're going back to our... We're going back to our tower like a good boy. I wonder if I just sell this thing for like a Midgardian mail or something. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I think it's worth it.
Aw, this is just what I want.
I'll admit, it's a little bit weird. The reason why I'm doing it is because it gives me a little bit less prot, but he has so much pen that I don't think the prot matters as much. I already have 30% cooldown, 40 with a red buff, so I'm not that worried about that. And also, this gives me HP, is the thing. It gives me a little bit of HP, and he doesn't really have like a counter to HP. He has, you know, pen for prot, right? So I just think that the HP plus also attack speed slowing him when he does his auto attack cancels and when he tries to chase me afterwards is more valuable than the breastplate giving me pretty much nothing. Like, let's be real, it's not really giving me much of anything at this stage of the game. I mean, we kind of owned him there a little bit. Dude, he has a red buff though. We can never underestimate the red buff, man. And he has a Genji's proc, but we don't want him to like use the Genji's proc on us is the thing. Like, we want to like almost, I don't know, I think us going on him is better. But at the same time, I don't want to throw the game being dumb, you know? There's no way he doesn't know we're here, right? There's absolutely no way. My Phoenix spawns soon. He knows that. I kind of want to play around where I put this proximity ward as well.
I'll remember you.
Oh. Bro, this is hard, man. This is so hard. Oh my god. This is definitely going to be the final game of the video. Even if I lose, like, don't get me wrong, I was already thinking about that too. I was like, if I lose this, I want to queue up another to show you guys that Raijin is, you know, strong. Like, just because I lost one game doesn't mean he sucks, you know, smile. But like, this is going to be such a long video if I don't make this the last one. Okay, we caught him off guard a little bit. It's just such a rough matchup, man.
I'll remember you.
Dude, well played, well played. I should have ulted sooner. Yeah, he played Susano pretty well here, I won't lie. He played it pretty well. But this is a tricky matchup, man. Like, I should never win this realistically. That's why I kind of said it in the beginning. That, like, yeah, I'll just surrender for you, man. You earned it. You won. That's why I kind of said in the beginning that, like, even though it's a mid-tier character I'm against, it could be a rough one depending on how they play. They kind of just have to play pretty patient, I would say. Like, that's the only thing they really have to do is play patiently. I don't think they have to play that well because, let's be real, Susano doesn't have any skill shots. He just has to not int and just play around my 2. The problem is I can't really here, let me tab out and mute my game so that way you guys don't have to listen to the Raijin music in the background. You guys can hear me. What was I even saying? was making up some sort of excuses. I was yapping about something. Mistakes here. First of all, this is just not a good matchup for Raijin. It's just not. But mistakes I think I made is, first of all, the mid, like, it's just not good, man. I don't think double defense is bad. I don't think my build was that bad, if we're being honest. Maybe I shouldn't have went double lifesteal because he does have some anti-heal, and I wasn't really getting much value out of the lifesteal. But I'll be honest, I think my build is perfectly fine in the end. I think, honestly, the main problem is just it's a horrible matchup, and also Cloak, it was just not giving me any value, because the main thing that's powerful about Cloak is you want to get your abilities off, and then, you know, pop it and then get more ability rotations off, right? And I kind of just didn't really like, I couldn't really get my initial abilities off. He was always going on me first because, well, he's Susano and he has Blink. I don't know, maybe there were times that maybe when he dashed in on me that perhaps I shouldn't have tried to dash away, and I should have just put my 2 on him and beads and full commit to him. You know, maybe that would have worked. But yeah, I was a little scared, man. Susano's kind of just that guy. He just does it, man. I was actually thinking about making a Susano video here soon. I was thinking about that like 2 weeks ago. I don't really know why I haven't. I don't know if I have a Susano video up or not, but I'm definitely going to after this guy just destroyed me. Well, regardless of what I was saying earlier, or back to what I was saying earlier, I'm going to show you guys some certain builds. That's just a rough one, man. Like Susano versus a mage. It is what it is. I'm looking for transcendence, bro. I'm confused. I'm confuzzled, man. I did throw the early game. That is one thing I didn't mention, is I did throw the early game. I got him back into the game when he shouldn't have been back into the game. Although I'll be honest, I'll get off the items because I'm still talking about what I was just talking about a moment ago. When I dove the tower and gave him that kill and he got back into the game, you can call it cope all you want, but I think it would have always ended up like that, because what I would have done is maybe snowballed enough, maybe would have got his Phoenix, but he would still be able to shut me down and destroy me all the same way, because I couldn't even leave my base without getting destroyed late game, right? And maybe he had a 3k pot in that last fight. Maybe me buying a bunch of items, you know, hurt me in the end, right? I did buy like 2 500 pots, maybe even 3, and a bunch of glyphs, so he probably had a 3k pot, but not to say that I couldn't have won that game. I'm just saying it's a really tricky one. It's definitely difficult, right? So back to the builds. I would say you pretty much go Chronos Pennant every single game. And yes, by the way, full disclosure, Raijin is still very strong character. It's just Susano, man. Susano's, I mean, honestly, assassins in general are pretty difficult to deal with. As a Raijin, if it's a good player, right? If they play patiently. But you can also abuse them early game and snowball. There's just some that I don't think the snowball would really matter against. But overall, I'd say Raijin beats a lot of the top hunters. He beats a lot of the top mages. He beats a lot of the top warriors. I'd say assassins are probably his hardest class to go against if they play patiently and don't end, right? So back to what I was saying here. These 2 items I build pretty much every single game. Genjis. And then I would say most of the time what I would recommend for you guys to do would be going into Bancrofts, Typhons, Soul Reaver, and or Rada Tahuti. I'm just going to slam that here too, because the Rada Tahuti glyph is actually really good. It's just Rada Tahuti itself is more expensive than Soul Reaver, and if you're buying the glyph, that's going to be even more expensive. So, you know, you got to take that into consideration, right? And let me slam these bad boys. And if you need a Divine Ruin, then you get that, you know, whatever. But I'd say in most situations, you probably swap out, either you swap out the Soul Reaver for the Divine, because I think in a lot of situations, if you're building optimally, you want double defense. So your best double defense options against physicals are going to be usually Spectral if you need it, Midgardian if you need it, like if they have anti-heal, which I don't regret buying Midgardian versus that Susano, by the way. I think it did help. I think I was just playing poorly, if we're being honest. It's a bad matchup, and I was playing poorly on top of it as well. So I'm not going to blame the build, and goes how it goes. And I'm not going to say the character is bad either, because the character is good. Just a rough situation, is what it is. He's not a SS plus character that has no counter matchups, of course. I don't really know if there's any other physical defense items you should go, to be honest. And maybe in some situations, I'll throw the Spectral, or I'll throw the Contagion on here for fun, I guess, because in some situations, the Contagion could be pretty valuable, but I wouldn't get that in most situations. As far as double defense goes, here, I'll put it behind it. As far as double defense goes against magicals, you want to get yourself a Pestilence, or if you don't need anti-heal at all for whatever reason, then you can get yourself a Mantle. By the way, I'll actually put this here. The Mantle is good on both situations, or versus both type of characters. It's just situational. It depends if you think you're going to get Mantle value or not. I did get mantle value that last game. There were situations, like especially under the tower, where me stunning him and stuff actually was really good. You know, just because I lost doesn't mean the whole theory was wrong, right? At the end of the day. So we'll put that there. And against magicals, I think the only other option I would recommend, you know, honestly, maybe Archdruids could have some pizzazz, some style. I don't know. But I'm not going to put it on there because why would I? Here, Talisman. These are going to be your best double defense options there. And for all the people who don't care about double defense, right, then you would just build like that. You would just get one of those. You can get yourself a poly on this character. I know a lot of people are going to recommend poly and think that it's good. I don't think it's bad, but it's just not better than other items. It's just not. I don't care about the meditation spam CD strap, blah, 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 blah. It has a cooldown, guys. It's not better than just going normal damage, right? That's what I would say anyways. And if you need anti-heal and you want to go 6 damage items, then I would probably swap out, you know, just one of these. Swap out one of these. Something of that nature, right? Again, you don't have to go Bancrofts. You can go Book of Thoth, and you can go Tablet if you want. Those are some really good options here. Like, I'll just put a whole new build down here for you guys. Why not? Just really quickly before I round out the end of this video. So here is another option. I'm not going to put the Tablet on here, but just keep in mind, you can go Tablet Raijin. It would be perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. It just kind of stunts your early game, so I wouldn't really recommend it. But boom, boom. And then, oh wait, not lifesteal. You can go boom. Where's the item, guys? Where's the thingy? The penetration item. Okay, boom, there we go. You can do this build as well. Perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it. You're just not gonna have any healing, but it is a big burst damage. If you need anti-heal, you get that. If you don't, then you don't, right? And then you build into the Soul Reaver. And if you don't need the anti-heal, then you get yourself a Rod Hoodie. I'll go ahead and put the glyph on here as well again. Ooh, sorry if I seem a little bit low-spirited here at the end of the video, by the way. It just sucks, man. I hate to lose. Losing sucks. Like, it really just does suck. But at the end of the day, it happens. Like I said, Raijin's a very strong character. That doesn't mean he's unbeatable. There are plenty of assassins that can beat him, I would say. Like, there is a reason why I was banning Bastet. There's a reason why I was banning Camazotz, okay, to say the least. And you want to ban Bakasura as well. All 3 of these assassins can beat him. And of course, there's more here that can beat him. But I'm talking about the ones that aren't currently banned. And out of the ones that aren't currently banned, the only one that I'm really not mentioning, besides your obvious Susano that you just saw, would maybe be Nemesis. But I would say that you can play around a Nemesis a lot better than you can play around a Susano. Susano is just, he has a way to CC you out of your 2, a CC you out of your 3, CC you out of your 1, in multiple ways. And he can follow your dash with his 3. Like, it's a very good matchup for him. Like, I would definitely beat a Raijin as Susano. But again, excuses aside, I think I could have won that game if I played better. I definitely didn't play correctly. Made a lot of misplays for sure. But part of the reason why I'm making misplays is because I'm so intimidated. And I'm so intimidated because Susano's so good in that matchup, right? End of the day, is what it is. We all lose sometimes, right? Here, I mean, look, as you can see, we played Raijin 4 times. You guys saw 3 of them. We wrecked people, and then we got wrecked. It happens. Happens to the best of us. As you guys can see, I lose games all the time. I have lost, well, 11 times. I've lost 11 times, or yeah, 11 times, because one of those was me dodging. That actually happened the other day on stream. I forgot to pick my god because I was reading chat and wasn't paying attention, and that gives you a loss. But I've lost 11 times, you know? Happens to the best of us. It is what it is. I'm just explaining why I'm a little bit less spirited, because I got beat up, man, and losing sucks. But goes how it goes. Raijin's still sick. I still would recommend him to people. Just watch out for those assassins. To be fair, though, this guy played well. He played very patient. I'd say the average duel player would not play that patient. It would not play that well, and you could probably beat Susano as Raijin. It's just he played really patient, so shoutouts to him. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.